Coming up next, we're going to be talking about proper gun fit and trigger finger placement. All this and more on the Gun Training USA channel. Hello everyone, my name is Lenny Piazza. I'm an NRA certified instructor and the owner and operator of Gun Training USA here in Colorado Springs. This time we're going to continue our conversation on the importance of having the right gun fit and trigger finger placement for your handgun. Hopefully you can do this and have a good idea of what this is all about before you go out and buy that gun. Before we begin, please, if you like the content that I'm giving you, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell and add any comments you would like to the bottom so we can continue to give you videos that you're going to like. I have in my hand here a Springfield XD 45 caliber semi-automatic. As you can see, there is no magazine in the grip and there is no cartridge in the chamber, so it's totally unloaded. This gun takes a double stack magazine full of 45 ACP cartridges. In order to accommodate this magazine into this gun, the manufacturers have built a pretty wide grip. That means that if you are a shooter with small hands, this might not be the best gun for you because you're going to be unable to put the proper amount of trigger finger on the face of that trigger. I've seen people that had guns like this that had really small hands, and every time they pulled the trigger, that shot would go to the 3 o'clock position on their target rather than in the bullseye. And that's because they didn't have enough trigger finger on the face of the trigger. And every time they pulled, that gun went to the right. Okay? This gun is a Diamondback 380 Auto. This gun is a single stack magazine with a narrow grip. So these little pocket guns could be really cute to carry around with you, but if you're someone who has large hands, this is going to cause you a problem with this type of gun, because usually what that means is somebody's going to put too much finger inside the trigger guard, and when they go to pull, guess what happens? Now every shot that you take on the gun is at the 9 o'clock position on the target. So this could be another big area of frustration when a gun does not fit your hand properly. So it's critically important to get a gun to make sure that your hand and the grip of the gun are in perfect symphony with each other. Okay? The purpose of trigger finger placement is really critical, and you have to make sure that you are touching that trigger on a semi-automatic with the middle of your front pad of your finger. Okay, this will allow you to pull the trigger straight back without manipulating the gun to the left or to the right, therefore throwing your shot off target. Now if you're shooting revolvers, okay, that changes a little bit. This is a Smith & Wesson 642 totally empty gun. When you're shooting this double action revolver, putting your trigger on the middle of that pad like you do with a semi-automatic is not going to work really well for you, because it takes a long trigger pull to get that gun to cycle. So in this case, for double action only revolvers, it's good to put your finger right on the crease. Putting it on the crease of your trigger finger and pulling back is going to allow you to pull this trigger a lot easier than if you're doing it in the middle of your pad. I hope these tips have helped you so that the next time you put a gun in your hand, you can tell right away if that gun is going to fit your particular hand or not. Okay, it's going to make a world of difference in your shooting ability and improve your accuracy a lot if you keep trigger finger placement and gun fit in the forefront of your knowledge. Thanks a lot for tuning in to Gun Training USA. We'll be sending another video out to you real soon. So again, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell and leave any comments you want for me, and I'll be looking forward to reading them. So until then, be well and stay safe.